What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Let's see. What's new with Newbie? Another lockdown. Can't go anywhere. Another lockdown. So it's been rough. But how's it going, everybody? Thank you for joining us. So you guys know the deal. New comic book day, new comic book day, news, spec. We'll be talking a little bit about Winter Soldier. We'll be talking about a big guest, big guest I'm going to be having on Tuesday's show. If you guys forgot or you guys aren't keeping score, Tuesday we've got bracket number 3. So we're getting near the end. I mean, there's going to be four rounds, and then we go into the semi-quarters and semis and all that. But we got Grail versus Grail, part 3, and I'm bringing in one of the biggest guys in the comic community. It's going to be, I consider him a friend, but I got a big guest coming and joining us, so you want to stay tuned for that. I'll be announcing who that is at the end of the show. So, yeah, guys, I'm joined tonight by only one Musketeer, so it's just going to be 2 Musketeers today, but it is myself, Newbie, joined by Mr. Well, hold on a second, because I don't say Mr. He's the 2-time TV champion of the world right now. And he'll be defending his title, going for a 3-peat this Friday. You guys already know who it is. It's Mr. Blue Pill himself, Mr. Hyper. What's up, man?
What's up? You kind of stumbled on my intro, but
because I was like Mr. Champion, and then I was like, no, it's Champion of the World. So yeah.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, it'll be this Friday.
3-peat, man. 3-peat. So yeah. How are things with you, man? Haven't spoken to you, or we haven't done a live chat since Tuesday, so it's been a while.
Yeah, I know. I think we've both been kind of busy with work and everything else. So yeah, man, it's just the grind. Things are picking up on my end with work and everything else, and I know it's the same with you. So yeah, just it's these kind of shows are almost like a reprieve.
It's crazy because like I was like just at work having the craziest week, and then I'm like, oh, not in a bad way, but I was like, oh yeah, we still got the show, and then like it's funny how it works because like you come home and then you are ready to talk comics, and we're hanging out and stuff, and then it's like the energy just like you get your second wind almost. So like that's when it's good because it's not a chore yet, and I don't think it'll ever be a chore, but just it's so fun to see that second win. So
yeah, and I think that it's just like you said, it kind of picks up as the show goes on, because I think just interacting with the chat also kind of helps, definitely.
Yeah, so we got a fun show though. It's going to be a good time. Before we get on with what we've got going, oh no, what's going on here?
What happened?
Trying to share something, but it won't allow me, so that's not good. Oh man. Dun. Oh boy, I think we might be in trouble today.
Is this your sponsor, Slade?
Yeah.
Do you know it by heart?
Oh boy, I'll try to figure it out, but let's see if I can get anything else here, because I don't know if it's going to let me do anything. Oh my gosh, no. Well, guys, hold on a sec, because I got some technical difficulties. We just updated this computer here, so I got to follow some steps, apparently. Open your Mac, click the Apple logo. Oh, man. Oh, no.
Yes, well, it's at least nice that you're back in your usual setting. I think last time you were at work, right, when you were filming?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, so if you guys can hang on just 1 second, give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to try to fix this real quick. Because we need visuals. I mean, we can't really talk and have a new comic book day without it,
Okay. So you know what? While you're doing that, let me shout out the chats then.
Yeah, for sure.
So Dan Delatorre is the first one in the chat. So what's up, Dan? We got Comic Dude. Thanks for joining us. Bleecker Street Comics. So that's 3 Canadians in a row. Let's see if that train keeps. Okay, VKN Comics. Okay, so that breaks the Canadian train. We got Andres M. Welcome. Star Wars Fiend. What Spider Likes. What's up? PSA Cards 10777. We got my uncle, Sith Lordly from the Spine Ticks, showing up. Good show last night. Johnny Rosado, thanks for coming on. Let's see, who else? Sparks Comics. He did another awesome FOC show this afternoon. Definitely tune into that. It's at every Sundays at 2 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Sparks Comics. Miguel Grassa. That's how I pronounce it right? Grassa.
I think so, yeah.
Let's see. I think we have Chad Cave. What's up? Vincent McLean, the Comic Machine. And I think that's it. Yep.
Ooh, man, I think we're gonna have some trouble here today, folks. I think we're gonna have some trouble here.
Oh, does your screen share not work at all now?
No, it's saying I gotta do something here. So just hang in with me 1 second, guys. Yeah. Well, Hyper, I think we're gonna have to be on our feet here. Maybe just.
This should be interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just give me 1 sec. This has never happened again. We just updated our.
So chat. This show might require you guys to use your visual imagination, possibly. You know, these things happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll. I guess you want to give it another minute or two, or
Yeah. And then we'll make it work. No worries.
Okay.
We'll make it work.
Wait. Do I have the option of sharing my screen?
I think you could.
Okay. Let me make sure there's unwanted tabs closed. And now, no, not that kind of tabs that you're thinking of. Let's see. Because I just don't want a bunch of cluttered tabs. Okay, all right. Let me see if... It's a good thing Face is not in the chat. Otherwise, he'd be roasting us right now for this. Hold up. Let's see, screen.
All right, Hyper, I think I fixed it. I think we're good. So hold on, just give me 1 second.
All right.
And they said, my computer class teacher never thought I would pass. Beauty. There we go. Perfect.
All right, so we got it.
What ended up happening was, so we just cleared and updated all our computer systems here at home. Well, I make it seem like we have like tons of them, but we got, 2 laptops and a desktop. So we just cleared it, new system. So everything was locked. But yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right.
So let's start with New Comic Book Day. And yeah, thanks for joining. So again, Hyper, thanks for doing the chat road call, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate everything.
And we just got Ultra that just joined in also, so welcome.
What's Chad saying? Chad saying, you guys need me to send my wife over to figure shit out? He goes, never mind. Newbie's a handsome hunk, man of candy. Send oh God. Hey, I'm not trying to steal anybody's wife, man. I'm just trying to make new friends and talk comics. So, but appreciate it. Ultra, what's going on, man? All right. So you guys know the deal.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta have one of these, laugh and carry on. So guys, we got New Comic Book Day, comic news, comic spec. You guys know the drill. And for all the sponsors that are watching and friends of the channel, I will get everything ready and going as we continue the show. I haven't forgotten about you guys. All right. So, are you ready?
Let's go.
This is what happens when Face isn't on. See, like we got computer troubles, and it's just crazy.
Okay, let's be real. Would Face have been any more help if he was on? First of all, we're just gonna be talking to an emoji, so he can't even share his screen. So
Chris
that's
will
how that's.
probably be like, "Oh, there's Newbie again with this. He doesn't know anything about computers."
Yeah, exactly. I think you
Come
just
on, man.
compound the problem. I don't think he's actually gonna help the problem.
Yeah. All right, guys. So let's get down to it. New comic book day. Here we go. Probably the hottest comic of last week. Prices were reaching what, $30 hyper? Anywhere between $15 and $30 Canadian.
Yeah, it's kind of settled down to about like cover A, I think is pretty much like around a $15-20 Canadian price. It's around that mark right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, we got the second printing. It's apparently, well, not apparently, it is a
No, no,
glow in
no,
the dark
no.
spell.
Newbie, this is not the second printing. This is just the glow in the dark.
Oh,
It's
okay,
just
okay.
it just got released a few weeks later than the first print.
Glow in the dark
Yep. So
is brilliant. Yeah, because people are gonna buy it up. Like it's I don't know, from a marketing standpoint and like making money off of it, that's a great idea.
well, also, I mean, from the storyline perspective, if ever you wanted a glow in the dark cover, this would be the series to have it because it's all about like radiation and all that. So this would make perfect sense to have a glow in the dark cover.
Yeah. You're picking it up, right? Or
Yeah, because I picked up all the other covers so far, so I'm picking up this cover as well.
Image has got a lot of books out this week. It's actually pretty
It's kind of heavy.
Yeah. So we've got another title that's pretty hot for 2021, but we got Haha number 4. We're getting close to that end of the story arc here. But yeah, again, just one of those covers that kind of out there, a little different.
Yeah, both covers A and B tend to, I mean, they're like you said, they're kind of out there. Okay, so here's the thing. I picked up issue 1 of Haha. I haven't picked up the other issues, not because I didn't like it. It's just that because they're anthology series, I figured I'll just read them either digitally or when they get collected as a trade or something. It was just issue 1 that, because I just wanted, the first issue of the series. That's why I just picked up issue 1 in print. Yeah. But it was a great read. So like from what I read, it's definitely, it's about clowns, but it's definitely not for all ages. That's for sure.
I like cover B better than cover A. I don't know why. It's just got, it's not the most appealing cover either, but just, when you put both of them side by side, I don't know, this one kind of catches my eye a little bit more.
The only thing I don't like about cover B is, like I mentioned this before, I'm not a fan when there's a lot of white space in the cover.
Yeah.
That's the
it
only
almost
thing
makes it look a little lazy, right? Like it's just kind of like, oh, you didn't finish your homework. You just kind of.
Yeah. It kind of almost has like a blank sketch, like a semi-blank sketch variant look to it. That's why.
Yeah. Freaky Louie, you had me at glow, bro. Yeah. Justin, what's going on? No Good Comics. He's still doing his stuff on Saturdays. I tuned in yesterday when I was at work. I had him in the background, so big shout outs to him.
Yeah, he had a Reggie Collects, I think, right? Yeah, for his interview.
When I was listening to him, he had on that female.
Oh, that's a different segment. But on his actual Saturday interview, he interviewed Reggie Collects.
Okay, yeah. So that's the one that I was watching. All right. There are going to be a few that we pass. So guys in the chat or ladies, if you guys see some that you want to talk about, just let me know in the comments. I'll go back to it. But we got spec, we got news, we got Winter Soldier, Falcon stuff we want to talk about. So we'll get into that. And same with you, Hype. If you see anything that I missed that you want to talk about, just let me know.
Sure.
There's going to be a few titles that I skip by. No hate on the issue. If you collect it, the artist, nothing like that. It's just, we're just there's other things we want to get to today. So, all right, Radiant Black number 2, second printing.
Yeah. I picked up the second printing of number 1. But I'm not going to be going hard on these late printings of all the issues for Radiant Black. I mean, interesting cover, but yeah, it's out there, guys. If you guys are late print collectors for this series,
it is interesting, the cover though, eh? Like
it has a bit of almost like a Spider-Man-esque kind of feel to it.
Yeah, but I was thinking more like the way like everything is like down here where it says like radiant black and it's got the price and all that. Like I just thought that was like an interesting take on how to like where to
Yeah,
put it. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's paying homage to something, but I'm not sure what.
Yeah, but I'm sure I'll find out later on in the week. But yeah, I just thought when I came across this issue, I was like, well, that's a little interesting. And then obviously, we got cover B, which is kind of got the vibe of like all of them.
Yeah, that's
all the issues that we've had so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we know that apparently Image is trying to expand their superhero universe and all that, and this is apparently one of the first series. And this is why I picked up issue 1, because I figured if they're going to be expanding on this, might as well get in on the ground floor. So.
Chad's saying Radiant Black would be another good glow in the dark cover. I would have to agree. I would. I
mean, it's Radiant Black, so.
Yeah. Okay, we got Stray Dogs number 3.
Yeah, this one.
This is a pickup for sure.
Yeah, this has actually been one of my favorite reads so far. Yeah, and I'm picking up all the covers. I'm picking up A, and I definitely love the horror homage cover Bs for this series. So.
What's this? This one's the homage to which movie?
No, not this one. It's the next one.
The other one.
Because that's cover A. You have to. I believe that's Annabelle.
And yeah, okay, never mind. I thought the cover A's were the ones that were the homage. So yeah, this looks kind of dope. I like this one.
Yeah, it's just it's a weird mixture. You have like this very kid-friendly animation style, but it's not so much a very kid-friendly story. So
no,
that's what I kind of like about it.
It's gonna I like it, man. The only one that my shops didn't have was that Silence of the Lambs, which I think was number 1, right? That white cover.
I should have picked one. Yeah. I wish I picked up another copy. Yeah, because there was actually a couple on day 1, but then when I went back, because I read the story and then I wanted to go back to grab another one, it was all gone.
Yeah, Johnny's saying Trish is a sweetheart too.
I believe they actually. I think it was him or Sparks interviewed.
I thought it. No, you know what? It was. I think it was Johnny and Sith.
Johnny, right?
Yeah, I think it was
Johnny. Right. Yeah,
Smith was on it because I remember he had mentioned something or a post about it. So yeah, big shout outs to them for doing that. Justin is saying it gets real dark real quick. Yeah. PSA Stray Dogs. Yeah, apparently it's apparently it's kind of popular. A lot of people are picking it up.
It's a good series.
Yeah, it's a good series. Was it optioned or anything like that? I can't remember. But at this point, I mean, anything is optioned.
Yeah, I believe that's kind of why it got an initial buzz. Because even before issue 1 came out, there was news that it got optioned by, I believe, Paramount to make it into like almost like an animated feature.
Okay. Another story arc, I guess you could say, to follow. And you guys know I got a lot of respect for Mr. Jack Bolo. He actually posted about this, like the number 1 issue when it came out. But we got Ultra Mega number 1, the second printing. I haven't read it. I don't own it. But he had said a lot of good things about it. So I wouldn't necessarily say that this one probably won't be picked up. I think this one might be picked up by a lot of people now, kind of in the aftermath of knowing like maybe what it is or the potential it could have.
Yeah, and it seems like kaiju seem to be very popular. I mean, you saw with the latest Kong versus Godzilla movie, and several of these, and there's been several comics that have been dealing with kaiju monsters. So, yeah, I mean, this genre seems to be catching some heat. I haven't picked this series up yet, just because, I mean, you saw the price tag. Like, it is a thick issue, but it's like an $8.99 issue also. So,
yeah,
it's just one of those things I'll probably just wait until it's collected.
Yeah,
but people that have read it said that it's great.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying they're digging it, man. Like, we'll see. And it's it's no disrespect because like I get this sometimes where like I'm like I'll say like, hey, so and so said it's good, so go get it, and then people are like, man, I told you about this. It's like I'm not, I'm just saying, in conversations I've had, Jack's the one that was talking about this book, so that's why I'm attaching his name. I get it. I don't want people to feel not included or anything like that? Because
Yeah.
you know, some people are like, "Oh man, I told you about this." It's like, yes, 100%. I apologize. So, you know, I get it. I get it. So, all right. If Face were here, we could talk about The Walking Dead. I'm not the biggest Walking Dead fan. Hyper, I know you're not picking them up. So,
Actually,
oh, okay, okay.
so I might have a change of heart for this particular issue because if you look at cover D, it's the start of a connecting variant set by one of my current favorite artists, David Raposa. So cover D, which starts at issue 13, I think it goes up until issue 18 or 19. It's supposed to be like one giant mural.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, you
it's
love those connecting. Yeah, this one, right?
this is and I saw the complete picture how it actually looks, and it's pretty badass. So this might be one that I might be picking up on a pure cover bite because I mean I already read these issues when they came out, so these are just reprints, right?
Brick Hunter has got an interesting comment here. He says, "You will regret not picking up Ultra Mega, like something is killing the children." That's pretty big.
Ooh, that's a. I know that ever since something is killing the children, a lot of people are looking for that next something is killing the children. And the thing is, there's several indie titles that have that potential. It's just that I'll be honest, I haven't seen something.
It's similar to The Walking Dead. Like everybody, as soon as the show is over, what did everybody do? Okay, what's the next Walking Dead, right? And I think that's kind of what we're looking for. Is every indie is like, hey, this could be, and I get it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Brick Hunter, I haven't checked out Ultra Mega
yet. It's too early to tell. Yeah. It's definitely too early to tell because we're only 2 issues in. But yeah, man, it seems like you're right. Ever since The Walking Dead, they've been trying to find and I think Something is Killing the Children is probably the next big indie thing since The Walking Dead. I don't know I guess you could put Saga also in the conversation, but I kind of find that almost the delays have kind of hurt that series, and I kind of find Something is Killing the Children is currently the one that everyone's been paying attention to. Yeah. And cover D is not a ratio; it's an open order, so you should be able to find them at your store.
Yeah. Something's Killing Children is Peter Pan's films of the 20s. Something's Killing Children is an anomaly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I always talk about this, and talking with Jack a few times, I always tell him, I'm like, man, I remember watching you when I was first starting out in this whole YouTube thing, and he was talking about Something's Killing Children, and at the time I was like, no, and like the book was like $20-$30, like there was a lot of copies you could get, and then you just kind of sleep on it or you pass on it, and you see where the book is now. So Something is Killing the Children is not a book that I really like talking about that much because of the fact you passed up too many opportunities at a very low price point. So
I'm with you though. I'm kind of stubborn in a sense that if I miss it at cover price, I generally don't like to chase for it on eBay or anything like for over cover because it's almost like I feel defeated when I do that. That's just me personally.
Yeah. Like that one and Thor 5 are the two that I'm like, it's two of my biggest regrets in not picking up. So,
and as Azores, I don't like all connecting covers. They actually have to be somewhat good. So if it's like a piece of turd that connects, I won't be picking that up.
Oh, and they're $7, so that's probably that has a lot to do with it.
$7 US. So to us Canadians, that's
like $9.50.
Yeah, it's almost like with tax and everything, it comes close to a $10 book.
Yeah, and you got to be out of your mind if you think I'm paying $9.50 for that. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, moving on to Dark Horse, which I know is Hyper's favorite part of this show.
This is sarcasm, right?
Yeah. All right, let's go through these. Okay, that first one. Whew. All right, here we go. Koja Karu, the Skinner, number 1. Koja Karu?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, we'll go with that.
All right. I've got no idea what this is. It looks like there's a connecting cover, so can it be said that you'll be picking it up because it's a connecting cover, or are you just passing?
No, I'm going to be passing this. Like I said, I'm not going to be picking just because it's like a missing piece of a connecting that doesn't draw me in. I still have to enjoy somewhat the story. So, I mean, it's written by Mike Mignola, so that's kind of something. He's he's the creator of Hellboy, so that might be something to pay attention to if you're a Mike Mignola fan.
All right, hold on. I got to say it. Brick, all right. You've convinced me. I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up.
Wow, that's all it takes. Okay, all right, Brick. I have a few things that I need you to tell Newbie to pick up.
Well, man, if he is very confident in putting putting that book in that category, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are saying it's a good deal. Jack's been talking about it for a long time. I respect what Jack has to say. So yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. I'll see. I'm gonna think about it.
I want to talk to Brick Hunter backstage after and just kind of low key tell him to kind of feed you some other books that for you to pick up, like.
And again, of course, we've got our third musketeer who says just in time for some newbie butchering. Yeah.
I mean, look. If you leave the highlight where it is, it's almost like he hasn't even left the show.
Yeah, that's true.
His icon's just right there. So
yeah. All right. Yeah. So it's I don't know. It's a number one. I mean, it is Dark Horse. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna skip this. And if it becomes something popular, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to pick it up at a shop. But yeah.
It depends, man, because I don't know. Unless your shop orders a lot of Dark Horse copies, it's just that just the fact that it's written by Mike Mignola is the only thing that I'm curious about.
New becomes both cheap and easy.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Wow. Okay. Are we still in the newbie age? Yeah, man. I think newbie age is what, 2021 to 2024 until, I don't hear any other suggestions. So yeah. All right. And then, we got Crimson Flower number 4. So that story arc is over. It's a short series. I don't believe that any of us were picking it up. I don't think any of us were talking about it.
No.
We've got Lady Baltimore Witch Queen. Wow. Okay, hold on. Lady Baltimore Witch Queens 2 of 5. Right. No, it was just kind of like one of those things that when I said it out loud, I was like, wait, is that right? Mm-hmm. Good art, but again, not something that we've really talked about too much. So yeah. Orphan and the 5 Beasts number 2. So we're at the halfway point of this story arc.
This one actually had some. I know that people enjoyed the first issue. It's almost like a revenge tale, kind of. Mm-hmm. Kind of like in that Shogun Samurai kind of like era. So it's issue 2, and it's the writer is also doing the art for the series, James Staccoe. Yeah.
So Chad's saying he's got dibs from 25 to 29. So hey, all right, man. Hey, there we go. So we got the newbie age and then the caveman age. So there we go. Rock, what's going on, man? Still in near mint condition, while some of us are in it. Oh shit. Oh man, everybody's being friendly today, but like it's not my birthday. It's not even my birth month. So, all right, IDW. Now, Faith or Hype, I think. Well, we'll get to it, but I know that there's 2 books here that I know you're probably dying to talk about. But let's really quickly. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. If Face was on, he'd probably be talking about this book. It's on Coiled. So we got G.I. Joe. I'm not the biggest fan on the newer G.I. Joe stuff. I am a big fan of the older stuff. It's getting ridiculously priced now. But yeah, man. G.I. Joe there's got to be something in these books because they keep making them and people keep buying them.
And this is a $5.99 issue.
Yeah.
Is it a one shot or something? It's probably a one shot.
I think it is because there's no number and it just says uncoiled. So
okay. Yeah, I think it's probably one of those ones. Yeah.
All right, we got Godzilla Monsters and Protectors number 1. Godzilla being, something that a few people are talking about simply because, well, the movie came out.
Like I said, like our previous point before, kaiju seem to be like a big thing right now. So you have another series especially if you're hot off of watching that Godzilla versus Kong movie. This might be something that might interest you.
Yeah, I kind of like the title, the cover rather.
It seems like an all ages book almost, just from the cover. I could be wrong. I don't want to steer anyone that has kids to think that this is an all ages. I'm just saying, just by the cover, it looks like an all ages. You just see like inside, like there's decapitations and all that. And
all right, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ongoing 116. Hype. I got to be honest with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this cover.
Yes,
I really like this cover.
How can you not? Even if you're not a fan of the series, that cover is pretty dope. And this is what kills me with IDW with this series. I kind of find sometimes the regular covers outshine the incentive. If you look at the incentive for this one,
let me check it.
Not the best. Not the best.
But that's been the issue with Ninja Turtles for a while. Okay, so no, this is cover B. So hold on.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles has had that issue with a couple last of its issues as well, though.
Because they keep switching the,
This one, this is not the strongest one.
I don't hate it, but I mean, when you compare it with cover, it's almost like they should have switched it around.
Yeah.
That A cover should have been the incentive, I found.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like, I like the colors. I like, just everything about this.
Yeah.
I was a little confused when I first saw this from like afar because I thought it was like the Canadian maple leaf. And then it just I kind of had to do one of those like zoom in. And then I was like, oh, it's, whatever.
But yeah, the red on black definitely adds to it. And yeah, I mean, cover or no cover, this was going to be a pickup for me regardless. And I didn't even have to look at the Eastman cover. I'll be picking up.
No, it doesn't have any pictures. I'm sure that other sites might, but previews is kind of late on.
But I've been collecting all the covers for this series. So yeah.
All right, let's try this because this is a character that I usually butcher 61% of the time, but we got Usagi Yojimbo.
Nice, you got it. You got it, man. You're on a roll today. Like you're getting all these compliments from the chat. You're getting the names right. It's like
these ones usually have those 1 in 10s that usually go. They spike. A lot of people really chase them. They're, if you get them at a good price, you're flipping them. You're making good money. Let me see if we have one.
I actually, it's not on previews, but I did see this at another website. I'll send it to you while we're continuing. But yeah, I'm picking up. My shop didn't get the issue 18 1 in 10, which they were supposed to, so I ended up having to get it from another website. Same thing with this one. I am getting the issue 19 1 in 10 because I did see the cover and it looks really nice. So this is a series where honestly I'm only picking it up more for the ratios than the actual story.
It's only 1 in 10s though, right? They don't have anything else for this, right?
No, because even 1 in 10s for this series. I feel like a broken record when I say this, but this series is not heavily ordered, so even getting a 1 in 10 is not as common. Yeah, it's not as common as you would think.
I got to be honest with you. I think my shop has some. When I go,
some
some of them have Usagi Yojimbo.
You're saying they have several 1 in 10s, or they have
no, not 1 in 10s, but like the actual cover A's.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So,
I mean, you'll probably find a few on the rack, but that's probably because they don't sell that well either.
Yeah, you got to be a big time fan in order to like pick that one up. I find.
Yeah, that's why collectors afterwards will be paying certain price on eBay because they feel like they missed out and they won. So
a series that
weren't you picking this up?
Yeah, number 1 and number 2. And then I know, it's a short series. Why did I give it up? I thought it took forever to get to like waiting for the issues. And then I just didn't really like it as much as I thought. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. But I think Peach has been doing all the cover A's, right? No. I'll have to look in my long box to check, but like I don't think number 1 and number 2 because I got cover A's. I don't think they were Peach.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not picking this up, so
I'm skipping it. Yeah, I'm kind of over it. If Tim's here, we're gonna skip Marvel, and we're gonna do The Dynamite. Newbie's Dynamite pick of the week. So Tim, if you're in here, get ready. He'll probably be upset at the one I pick. He hasn't been happy in 3 weeks that I've picked it. But again, guys, not the craziest. It's not cosplay this week. Which one did I pick? Oh, I had it all set, but then everything got reset on me. Actually, not for like, typical guy reasons, but I really like this one right here.
Okay, so it's very artistic.
Yeah. There's nothing crazy about it. There's nothing like, sexual, I guess you could say. It's just, this one, I kind of, you guys know I'm a sucker for the red and white, black covers and things like that. So we're doing it. PSA, don't worry. We usually leave Marvel till the end. I promise you. Don't worry. We're going to Marvel. I would never skip Marvel.
Imagine if we just say good night after Dynamite. That's it.
Typical guy reason. You guys know what I mean. Come on. But no, I just really like this cover. I mean, again, I'm not buying them. I'm not the biggest Red Sonja, Vampirella, or anything like that. We usually try to have fun with it when it comes to this segment. But yeah, if I had to pick, and for those guy reasons, it would probably be this one. Don't ask me why. It's just,
whatever floats your boat, Newbie.
Yeah, that's probably the one I would pick. But hey, it is what it is.
I think that's more of a telling sign about
what's Newbie into.
Yeah.
No. All right. Boom Studios. Let's get on to Boom. So we got Firefly. I know Face is a fan of Firefly. He's not here really to talk about it. I don't think you're collecting Firefly. I'm not collecting it, so.
I'll be honest, I wasn't even a big follower of the series, and I probably just lost a couple of subs maybe when I said that, but yeah.
No, hey, whoa.
That's what I would see. That's okay. See, I didn't want to say it.
Oh man,
but it's like when that was your pick of the week, I'm like, Newbie, you might want to kind of dial it back on your Dynamite picks. You're kind of you're kind of showing a bit too much of your hand there.
Hey man, my mom might watch the show, so not like that. All right.
Hopefully your mom's not into comic books and so.
We got Jim Henson's Storyteller Tricksters, number 2 out of 4. So we got the Peach Momoko again. Yes, I'm a fan of the white covers, but this one, like Hyper says, right? It's just got that like negative space. I don't know, especially because in this one, it's kind of like in the middle, so you got a lot going around it. Just looks feels,
some people enjoy these kinds, but I whenever I see too much white, especially when it's like kind of, it just feels like it's almost like you're not getting your money's worth. What happened?
Yeah, this one's not. But I mean, again, it's Peach Momoko, so a lot of people are gonna be picking it up. We've got Luna, number 3. So this is kind of getting over that halfway point.
This one, I know Sparks actually did a review on his show, and I'm not sure if he liked it or not, but I know that cover B by Jenny Friesen got a lot of attention. So this is issue 2 of them.
Yeah, Jenny Friesen. Number 2, yeah, that's the blue one, right? No, that was number 1, I thought.
Yeah, number 1. The Jenny Friesen was a number 1.
Yeah, that's the one that caught a lot of heat.
Yeah,
this is. I don't know what
this is. Okay, this is a.
Yeah, that one we'll never talk about again. All right, we've got Power Rangers connecting cover. Hyper, I know you're picking this up.
Sorry, my bad. It was Johnny and Caroline that did the review for Luna.
Oh, okay.
Sparks corrected me. My bad.
Yeah. The indie duo of Sparks and Caroline. Yeah, they got some great stuff on there. So if you guys haven't checked out Spark's stuff, make sure you guys go check out Spark. He's got some great stuff on there. Yeah, so connecting cover. We got the green one this time. I know you're picking it up.
Yeah.
Is this it? Is this it for the connecting?
Well, no. I mean, every time there's an issue 6 of Mighty Morphin, the issue 6 of Power Rangers connects with it. So I think they're just going to continue on this train, because the thing is, it's almost like you kind of need to read Mighty Morphin as well as Power Rangers to kind of get the complete story. And by the way, I just sent you the 1 in 10 of Usagi on your IG.
If I don't see it on comics, League of Comics when we do DC, I'll bring it up. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it on there.
Okay, cool.
All right. So yeah, so then we got Power Rangers number 6. So this is the cover B, right here.
Yep. It's there. It has the legacy numbering 67.
Yeah. And then we got
this one's
Rangers.
interesting.
Why is it interesting?
Just because this second printing came on FOC before the first print even hit store shelves. So I guess it already sold out at the distributor level before issue 1. This is apparently the origin of Astronema, and that's her on the cover right there, I believe. And I believe with this whole Power Rangers Unlimited, it's a series of almost like one-shots that's focusing on different aspects of the Power Rangers universe. So if you're interested, yeah, I'm not really picking this up because I'm only picking up the mainline series for Power Rangers. But if you're a Rangers fan, this might be one you want.
I'm not the biggest Power Ranger fan anymore that I was more so back in the day. I'd say in the last like 3-4 years, I haven't really been as strong. So it's just been something that I'm not really collecting as much. Plus, I've always been like Turtles over Rangers, just how I've always been.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, funny thing is, yesterday they had at work in the background, they had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 2.
Secret of the Ooze, the Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, and it's just like it's just so crazy, like to see like the acting. First of all, I'm like, oh my god, like
you gotta put that at the door. Don't focus on little minor things like acting and realism.
Oh god,
you kind of have to suspend all that when you're watching these movies.
So, but yeah, it was nevertheless it was fun. So. Okay, we've got Inspectors number 1 of 5, second printing. Got to be honest with you, I remember talking about this, but I just don't remember if it got its due. Was it popular? Were people picking it up? I can't remember.
I think so because this is like that boombox. It's like almost like the young adult, like kind of like all ages young adult kind of line of comics that they're doing. So. This and I believe Last Switch is in that same property, Boombox. So I know that this got a bit of buzz. I didn't really pick it up, but we're already at a second print right now. So yeah, and yeah, Sparks saying it's been great.
Yeah. They're also something that was told to me was they're all oversized too, right? Like these issues.
I believe so. Yeah, that's why you're seeing a $4.99 price on these.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it says that at the bottom there. It says every issue of Inspectors is oversized. Okay, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I knew I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, because typically it's like 22 pages in a comic, and I think they're doing 30. Yeah.
All right, PSA. I hope you're ready. But we've got Marvel. So we got Marvel, DC, comic news. We're going to talk Winter Soldier stuff, and then we're going to get into Newbie Spec of the Week. So hopefully you guys got popcorn, you guys get your Coronas ready, and 55 people in the chat, 56 actually, so thank you for tuning in. So yeah, let's keep it rolling. Okay, Marvel. So we got Alien number 2. We all know that Alien is super popular right now. It's coming back, especially when Marvel picked it up. I will say, I really like this cover.
Yeah. It's very I like that whole alien in the glass reflection kind of thing. It's not actually popping out of his stomach, is it?
No, it's kind of like a reflection. So it's kind of like what's outside of like the.
Okay, because that does actually happen in the movie. Not the full head, but like smaller. But
that's how I'm interpreting it anyway. Yeah, like I just think it's a reflection of the glass. So
okay. I picked up issue 1 just because of the historic significance of it being the first Marvel produced Alien comic, because before it was on Dark Horse.
Yeah. Yep.
So for that reason, I picked up issue 1. I'll be honest, I haven't read issue 1 yet just because it's been in my backlog pile. So I've heard mixed reviews on issue 1 from people that have read it. Some liked it, some felt they're almost taking a wait and see approach. So I'll see.
Is that John Cena?
If it was DC, if it was a DC comic, it would be John Cena.
Honestly, I can't even with the John Cena stuff because like as all you know, if you guys don't know, the new Fast and the Furious trailer came out on Monday or Tuesday last week, and it's Fast and the Furious 9, and we find out John Cena is actually Vin Diesel's brother in the movie now, and he's got to fight him, and it's just so corny because like the whole time.
Wait. But that was already revealed before, though, wasn't it?
No.
I found that out months ago.
No. Like, yeah, we knew that he was gonna play it, but like seeing him on screen.
Okay, got it.
It's just kind of like, oh my god. Like I'm watching him and just I'm picturing the, you know what I mean? Like just I'm waiting for that music to just kind of.
He should do that while he's driving, not while he's getting away. It's like you can't see me, and then.
Oh god, yeah.
That should be like his getaway.
We'll see. I just can't believe we got to 9 movies and now we're finding out that he's got a brother and it's John Cena. First of all, they don't look anything alike. One is like a little darker than the other, kind of. One, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. All right. Let's keep the Marvel train rolling. So we got Amazing Spider-Man 64. And if there's anything I've learned through this run, it's that a lot of people are pissed off about it. Hyper, I know you've stopped even picking this up.
Okay, so I can't. Okay, so to be fair, I can't continue criticizing this book because I haven't been reading this book. So obviously, there's nothing for me to criticize. Now, what I have heard from people that are continuing this series, again, I'm just being fair, is that this series has started picking up. I can't vouch for that because I haven't really, like you said, I dropped the series, but for those curious, apparently the story has improved. But the problem is, after 50 issues, Nick Spencer's kind of lost me, and it's going to take something big for me to come back to this series. So, yeah.
Didn't you know Hyper's my brother and Newbie's my grandma?
Hey, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take that scenario.
Bro, why didn't you say grandpa at least, man? Damn.
He switched your age and your gender.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know it's 2021, but man. Okay. Oh, can't get over that. All right.
Just when you thought you were... Oh, sorry. I thought you were...
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, just when we thought we were over the King in Black tie-ins, we still got...
Yeah, they all come in. We got Avengers 45, King in Black tie-in. With your man... Delayed on the cover.
This is like, it's almost like, you know, like in a horror movie when you think it's all over and then something else just comes out of the closet at the end. That's what I feel with these tie-ins. It's like, I feel like, oh, it's a relief. We're done with the tie-ins, and then this thing just creeps up out of nowhere. So. See,
sorry, before we go on, I just want to, like, the more and more we talk about the current Spider-Man run, we get comments like this. Dropped it at 62, haven't been on it since 20. Like, so many people are not on the run anymore. Like, you'd think that they would kind of wake up or, like, make it interesting because, like, you know, Keys, Face, yourself, me, like, we, you know, it's...
Here's the funny thing about ASM, though. Even though you hear a lot of people like myself that have said that they've dropped the series, it's actually still one of Marvel's better-selling series because
it's Spider-Man. I mean, people are still going to get it, right? That's
exactly. Marvel knows that, like certain titles in comics, like Batman, Spider-Man, you have your loyal faithfuls that'll continue to pull those series. No matter, it's almost like your favorite sports franchise. Even through the dark times, they'll probably still pick up. I kind of feel like I'm like that with Batman. I kind of will probably always have Batman on my pull. Luckily, Batman has been a very good. It's been a very good story so far. So you know. I've been spared, but yeah, man.
I'm with Andres here, man. I think there should be a new creative team. Just don't give me a new suit, okay? Don't give me the New York Mets Spider-Man suit. Yeah, that's what people are calling it. That's kind of what stuck with me. I don't want to see that. That's nothing against Met fans, but you know, it is what it is.
And just like Avengers, I'm hearing the same thing too. People are also shitting on Avengers, but again, that's going to be another series that's always probably going to sell because
Yeah.
it's Avengers.
All right, we got Captain Marvel 28.
I believe she gets a new suit or something in this.
Yeah, so like the star is like on her like left chest or something.
Yeah, she
Got
kind
a
of has a
hood,
bit of
I think, something like that.
yeah, because she has a bit of a thing going on with Doctor Strange right now in the last issue, so it's kind of interesting to see where that relationship goes. So
you guys know how I feel about Captain Marvel. I've only picked up like the key issues of this, and what do I mean by keys? 18 and 23, I think it was. So like the first appearance of her sister, the first appearance of Namor's son. That's about it. Those are like the only issues of Captain Marvel that I own.
oh, you didn't pick up Star?
That's 9, right? 9 or 19?
Star was issue 8, I believe.
8? Yeah, no. I was late on that because again, it was Captain Marvel is not a character that I keep tabs on. I don't care for. Like it's just I don't know. And I always joke like it's literally like the only Marvel movie I've only seen once.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that movie more than once. I've never been eager to watch it. I mean, we got it on, I don't know, Netflix or whatever. I mean, we got everything, right? Like Disney or whatever. And I still haven't watched that. Just watched it once when it came out. So, yeah.
For this one, the one that you might want to pay attention to that Bricks actually also mentioned is the 1 in 25. I saw the cover for it, and I believe it has sold out in a few places.
So let's do our little number trick. So.
Oh, no, is that the one?
No, hold on. Just have some faith. Hold on.
No, wait. I think. Oh, it must be the next issue that I'm thinking of then for Captain Marvel. So, sorry, it's not this.
Let's. Yeah, so it's probably the next one.
It's probably issue 29 that I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Empire, what's going on, man? You're never late. I just butchered a few things. There was a bondage cover I talked about.
Oh gosh,
people are feeling a certain way about me now.
That's how you're opening your intro with.
Hey, you know, your people will laugh or too. Louis, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. Team Nerd Herd, you guys already know what's going on. Andre, thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks. Okay. This Carnage cover, I will say, that's some crazy art in my opinion, and I have no artistic background or anything like that, but I really like this cover.
Yeah, Marco Cicchetto really killed it in this one. For the most part, I think a lot of people enjoy the cover more than the actual interior of.
Yeah.
Especially from issue 1, they did not like a lot. Again, these are just people that I speak with that have read the book. They were not a fan of a lot of the stories inside. I think, save for maybe one that was done by Zdarsky, but yeah, I think most of these people are picking them up for the covers. I feel than the actual story.
And number 1 was just basically like, hey, if you picked up ASM 55, you're going to pick that one up because you kind of just wanted to, yeah. So that's kind of the only reason. But yeah, again, I've heard the same things like you. When I came across this, I think like 2 days ago or something like that, I was like, you know what? I kind of like this cover. I really do.
Yeah. And issue 1's already out a second print, which is like basically the same Gleason background, just they put a white background instead. That's him.
Yeah. Pass, definitely just cover by. Yeah.
Exactly.
And again, I don't think it's going to get to that like $60 to $100 range for that cover. Like ASM 55 or anything like that. It's just something that, you know what? I mean, I'm kind of done forcing myself to buy stuff just because of, you know, in Hyper, you're on the same train, right? Like we're kind of going after certain books. So like you kind of have to cut back rather, on some issues. It just happens, right?
And you're talking about a $4.99 US issue. So for in Canada, it would be like $6.50 or so. So, you know, those add up.
Yeah. All right. We've got Champions number 6.
I believe this is a start of a new story. Yep.
Killer app.
Nice. So, because Miss Marvel's ongoing series has ended, and it looks like her adventure continues with the Champions team right here. So, because this initially was supposed to be a 5-issue miniseries, but it looks like now it's going to be an ongoing series. So I know that people have been big on champions lately. So this is currently on my pull. I'll probably continue picking this up unless things start getting stale. But yeah, for those of you in the know, it's coming out this week.
Champions is super hot. Has anybody really been touching the Eternals? I mean,
This one I'm picking up, but I haven't. It's on my to read list. Let's just say that. If they said that this kind of almost feels like a murder mystery, and and I believe it's an 8-issue mini, so it's not ongoing.
Yeah, not for me. I'm just gonna go really quickly to see what we got here.
There's a couple of notable ones. There's a new X title coming out. Well, there's actually a couple of new stuff coming out. Scroll up just one more row. Yeah, so you have Mighty Valkyries. It's a miniseries that's coming off of the Valkyrie King in Black series that just ended. So if you're really big on Valkyries, that's
we got Hela in the background. We got Loki. I got no idea who this is. Is that Loki? No.
That looks like Loki.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just didn't know if they were going for like an all-female cover there. So
unless is that a female Loki? I don't know. But
yeah. I touch my Eternal daily.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Whew. Okay. And a few people in the chat are saying Way of X. So let's check out that. So we've got Way of X #1. There's I think 4 or 5 covers. Cover A right here.
This is more like this is a Nightcrawler centric kind of series where it's kind of focuses on the religious aspect of Krakoa. So it's another series that's in the X title. If you guys have been collecting the X series, this just so you know, there's a new one coming out this week. I've told you before that I'm kind of narrowing down my X series. I'll see how this issue 1 goes if I'm gonna add this to my poll.
I will say this. May looks like maybe even next week, April, going into May, it does seem like it's going to have a lot more. It's going to start getting more exciting. But yeah, it just seems like there's like a lot of new stuff. It's not really sticking or clicking with a lot of readers or collectors. There's just so many, things like that. So.
And I'll also keep in mind that whole Heroes Reborn is probably going to also spawn a lot of miniseries from that.
Yeah.
That Marvel's going to introduce. So
Ultra, take care, man. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go check out Ultra. Go sub him up. He's on Tales of Flipside Wednesday nights doing the Ultra Maximus review. And if you guys like my spec, you'll love his because he's got a way better presentation PowerPoint. So make sure you guys go check him out.
I like Reno's comment.
Tell me next week how good way.
Because he figured I will probably pick this up, but
there's a few covers, right? So we got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got 3, and then we also got Women of Marvel #1.
Now I don't know if this is a one-shot or if this is an actual series. I think this seems like a one-shot, right?
It seems like it, but if Face were here, he'd definitely be able to say, "Hey, that's a one-shot."
Yeah.
Thanks, Hidden. That means a lot to me. Do you remember Hyper? And you might have been like, maybe you came into the group a little later, but we used to do the spec in the new comic book. We didn't I didn't even know how to do StreamYard, so we would just use our imaginations. We would talk about a book.
Use your imagination. No, I think I came in later. I think I probably came into your show when you guys were a bit more organized, probably.
Yeah, and even the PowerPoints. The PowerPoints have only started in I think December. So I mean, you're talking about 5-6 months of Newbie and nothing. So that's kind of crazy.
So basically, ever since I joined your team, it seems like you've been inspired to do all these initiatives.
Seems like it.
I'll take partial credit for that.
Women of Marvel, the Momoko cover. Yeah, so we can check that one out. And then we'll head on to DC stuff.
Scarlet
Comic
Witch. Yeah.
News, and then Comic Spec. But yeah, so again, like it's here's the thing. Like if they're gonna do one like this, so I'm assuming that she's gonna have maybe a few that she does like this as a set, 100%. But like if it's just,
I think it's just one.
yeah, if it's just one, yeah, no, I don't know.
I will say, in terms of Momoko covers, this one's not so bad. I do like the effect that she's doing with Scarlet Witch. It's very dynamic. I like it.
Do you think if this came out like during WandaVision, it would have more hype though?
Probably because people would be probably still riding on a high from that show, and they'd probably pick this up. But I still think, as a cover itself, I still think it's pretty decent.
Yeah. I remember when Newbie was hosting auctions on his channels.
Oh, for real? You actually had auctions before?
Yeah, I had a few.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I had a few. Man, me and Punch go way back, man. Punch, Azores Tiger. We go way back, man. From like day one of YouTube. Yeah, they're like day oneers. So I appreciate their loyalty and them tuning in, man.
Are these auction videos still on YouTube?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I might just want to check some of these on the rewind just to see how these work, because I never knew. I had no idea you actually did an auction before.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of Momoko covers, and I thought Momoko was doing Marvel covers.
So the deal is with Momoko, she is gonna be exclusive to Marvel, but she still has to fulfill her current obligations with the other publishers that she has. Because I know with Boom, she signed on to do X amount of titles. I can't remember the number, but once she's basically fulfilled her obligations with those publishers, then she's going to be pretty much exclusive to Marvel. So not quite there yet.
Yeah. All right, guys. We are going to move right into DC stuff because then we got our comic news, our Winter Soldier stuff, and then Newbie Spec of the Week. And then I also actually have two announcements. Two. One about Tuesday's show this week, which is going to have a huge guest, and then I'm going to be talking about a show with another guest next week. So just tune in till the end here with us, and yeah, we'll have some fun with it. I'm actually like super pumped for the next 2 Tuesdays because of the guests that we're going to have on, and it's just going to be very interesting. So, yeah, so let's, we'll get into DC right now because you guys know I love DC. It is like my favorite thing to talk about when we get into New Comic Book Day.
And Brick, yeah, I think that is the belief for some people. They feel that, because he was asking if DC Momoko covers will be rare a year from now. I don't know how high they'll hit the market, but yeah, I think some people are collecting the other Momoko covers in the other publishers because they figure she's not going to be doing them for a while, so they think that they might be collector's item once she becomes exclusive to Marvel.
Yeah.
But again, that's
100%. Also stuff. Thanks for tuning in, man. And I think I saw that, but that's actually pretty cool because we've been speccing on Ghost Rider 28 for a very long time. I think I've got about 5 copies of that. Even though the official one is 31, but I think CGC does 28. But again, yeah, it's kind of cool. All right, let's get into some DC stuff. And here we go. So first up,
I think it's a pretty light week for DC. I think, right?
Yeah, I think there's only like 9 books.
Okay.
So we got The Flash 769. Guys, you guys already know I have 0 books in my collection. I don't think I've ever owned a Flash book in my life. I don't think it's appropriate for me to start at 769.
We're talking about the word appropriate, and then you just showed a bondage cover.
What?
It's like you're talking about what's appropriate to have in your collection, and you're talking about a bondage cover being your pick of the week from Dynamite.
Oh, man. Yeah, I should have just sticked with that red one, man. Should have just stayed with that one. Boom. Hidden. Thank you, man. Thank you. Finally. Yeah, I really don't have anything to say. This is where FaceTime usually shines. He's big on DC. He's got way more information than I do. So, yeah, all I can really say is like it's not really something that I'm going to be picking up. It's a pass for me.
Nice cover though.
It's,
The whole hand. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the whole Flash escaping and his hand coming at him.
if you got to say, I love the whole, you know, that's just Oh wait, okay, hold on. Star Wars Phoenix saying there's a new character in it.
You know what? It's okay. I think this is also something that we have to caution people about these a new DC like after the Future Frontier. You're gonna be seeing several new characters in a lot of these titles because the whole Future Frontier thing. Now the question is, what characters will stick? Because pretty much every series, because they'll have a new character, you kind of have to pick and choose, unless you want to grab all your DC books. But I think it's going to be par for the course that we will be seeing new characters in Nightwing, Flash, Green Lantern, Batman, a lot of the main titles. It's yeah.
So wait, they're saying it's Gold Beetle, but it's not new because she was also introduced in Future State Suicide Squad.
You might have because you might have new characters, or you might have like revamped characters that have already been introduced.
Yeah, so we'll see. Again, I don't know. Yes, we got Nightwing 79, Nightwing Pink. Okay, sure.
Dude, issue 78. I completely forgot. There was a first appearance in there that is escaping me, but issue 78 is already like a $20 book, $25 book.
Is this a connecting cover, by the way? Sorry.
No,
because you see this random arm there, so I just thought.
No, they just decided to make the skyline pink, but.
So 79 has a cameo of a new character, the Heartless.
So there you go. 78 is already on its second print, which is you don't see a lot of Nightwing issues going for a second print usually, but and it's written by Tom Taylor. So everyone that read issue 78 have said it's been a great read, and they're thinking this is probably going to be a good run.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. I mean, hey, if it got up to that much, hey, who knows? Justice League number 60. We got some Black Adam cover here.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where my conversation really ends with this book. Again, no disrespect to DC. I'm just not the biggest fan and picking up a lot of DC stuff.
Yeah, and yeah, I kind of dropped Justice League after Snyder left. Scott Snyder, not Zack Snyder, but yeah, so I'm not picking this up.
That's kind of how I'm feeling. Hidden Gems got this, like why would they put a random arm there if it wasn't a connecting cover or a full out?
It's supposed to be mystery, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Hey. Catwoman number 30. I will say it's kind of a cool cover. That teal cover, you don't really see color.
I think cover B is. I think cover B might be a better pick.
Ooh, yeah. Jenny Frison too.
It's a Jenny Frison, so.
Yeah, that one's really nice actually.
Catwoman has been blessed with a lot of good cover Bs, I find, since her series got relaunched.
That Batgirl, it could be because the glove is like orange and blue. Yeah, it could be, but again, it's just kind of interesting. Something that we might have to pay attention to in the next couple issues, I guess. I don't know. Be interesting to see. Yeah, this one's nice. This one could see some heat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Superman Red and Blue number 2. Yes, I rhymed.
Something. Before we get into this, there's something about this face that doesn't seem to sit right with me. It looks a bit. I don't know. I don't know if the eyes are so close together and everything. It just looks kind of off.
Yeah. I mean, like your hardcore Superman fans are gonna buy this.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're I'm not a Superman fan, so I can't even say it. The words can't even come out of my mouth. But I mean, you'll probably buy it. I guess I don't know. I'm not even on this storyline, story arc. Superman is not even in my top 200 characters. So yeah, it's the
I think,
past.
yeah, I think the variant covers are better than this though, for sure.
It's a picture of FaceTime.
I'm sure FaceTime is not going to appreciate that.
Shit. Batman vs. Ra's al Ghul #6.
Now we know what time in the show I should highlight this comment to FaceTime.
Oh god.
I'm not picking this up. This just seems like just another. I know I'm a Batman fan, but I kind of have to draw the line somewhere because there's too many Bat titles.
Exactly. And then we've got the last three here, ladies and gentlemen, and then we can move on to news. We got Batman / Fortnite 0 point #1.
Yeah, this is listen. If I guess this is going to appeal more for the Fortnite gamers and all that DC's probably doing a cross promotion with. So this is just probably going to be a fun mini series, nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, it's a pass for me. Ew, Fortnite. Is Fortnite like still big?
Here's the thing. I've actually played it here and there with my buddies. It's not so bad. I mean, it's only fun if you actually play it with friends. I wouldn't play it by myself.
I've never played Fortnite. Never.
It's okay. I mean, the fact that it's free is probably the biggest selling point for me. I mean, I know you could pay for like this costume zone, but which I don't do.
Yeah. Dr. Lovebox is saying there's a lot of heat on those Batman Fortnite books. They come with a code and selling online for $15 to $20 already.
There you go. Okay.
Pretty good.
So yeah, I guess like I said, if you're deep into that whole Fortnite thing, you probably might have already picked this up because I don't know if those codes are unique to this comic or if you could get those items outside the comic. But yeah, thanks for the info.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, any comic that reaches $15 to $20, that's pretty good. That's kind of where you want to be, I guess, if you're looking to flip, right? So,
yeah.
All right, and then finally we've got Scooby-Doo. Where Are You 109?
Yeah, it's just a fun, harmless, all ages kind of book. I like that it's a $2.99 price tag also.
Yeah, I'm not really.
I think the only Scooby-Doo book I ever picked up was that troll, the internet troll appearance or something. That's the only Scooby-Doo book, just because I thought it was a fun issue.
Also, issue 2 will have Snake Eyes and Batman on the cover. That could be something.
Huh? Because I know that Fortnite does have a lot of is working with a lot of properties. So that's interesting that they'll have Snake Eyes on a DC book.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
Mm.
Okay. So that was New Comic Book Day. We've got comic news. We've got Winter Soldier stuff to talk about, and we've got Newbie Spec of the Week. So for
dude,
news,
you forgot the Usagi 1 in 10.
Oh shoot! Yeah. Okay, hold on. Man, I gotta do everything around here.
No, or just open the IG.
Jeez. What is Usagi Yojimbo under again? IDW, right?
IDW, yeah.
Yeah. So, boom. Let's open this bad boy up. Okay. So if we go down, oh no, it doesn't have it.
Yeah, so you might have to open my picture then.
Dun. Okay, so we're gonna open Hyper's picture up here. All right, I got it right here. Or we can talk. I'll use our imagination. Yeah, I could just describe it for everybody.
It's a rabbit. It's a rabbit on a
So yeah, I mean, it's got the same kind of art style and things that you would have in the other 1 in 10s, right? But again, it's going to be hot. People are going to collect it. People are going to be on it because the rest of them have been like that.
Yeah, this one I think Marvel actually helped me pick this. He found this online for me, so I was actually appreciative of that because, yeah, like I said, this is a bit of a tough book to find. So yeah, I was able to order this yesterday.
It's not bad. Yeah, but you've been collecting all of them anyway, right? Like you have all the 1 in 10s from the previous issues too.
Not all of them. I'm very selective on which, because I don't like all the 1 in 10s. I only picked, I have like that issue 15, the pink one, and I think that's the only one I have. And then I'm supposed to get issue 18 and 19. Steve is asking, what's my take on the Berserker series? Story-wise, I think it's pretty hard hitting, and I think it's very fast paced, and I think I like where it's going. Spec-wise, it's a bit tough just because.
There's nothing Infinity or Carp DM. No, I'm not a 15-year-old girl.
YOLO. He's gonna have YOLO on his tailbone.
No.
But in terms of spec-wise, it's a bit hard because Berserker had over 600,000 copies. So
yeah,
you're not gonna have a hard time finding those. I mean, obviously, if you have the one per store, I think that's the one that's selling pretty well. Or those late printings are going to be a ghost. We've talked about this, right? Those full printings, like the second print is already like $100 book. And the third print is probably going to get to that amount because some shops are getting allocated like 1% of their order, 2%. Yeah. So my shop actually called me saying that I might not get the third print because they're only getting 6 for the entire store. Even though I put my order in, they won't be able to fulfill everyone's order. So, and the fourth print, I think you should be okay with, but even then, that I'm not going to guarantee.
Yeah.
But as a series, I am picking it up because I do like that first issue, and it's going to be, and if inevitably it's going to be a movie or TV series. We know.
Huge. Yeah. I'm interested to see who they'll get to play the guy.
Yeah, I wonder if.
I just wonder. Like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see who plays him. That's all. All right. Comic news. You got any comic news, or do you just want me to just kind of throw away the 3 pieces of info that I've gotten this week?
Okay, well, this is kind of like, okay, I saw this article up, and it just kind of got me thinking about like just sort of bigger picture of certain things. Do you remember the series called Attack on Titans? It's a popular manga series, Japanese manga series that recently ended. It's been around. I think when I was living in Toronto, I think the show was still going on, and I believe the comic just ended. So apparently, the people that were following the series didn't appreciate how the ending of that series happened, and they're starting like one of those, those petition.orgs.
Oh yeah.
Where they want basically the author or the creator to change the ending. See, here's my problem, and I've never been a fan of this, where I understand that, we all have opinions on stories, but I don't think it's our place to dictate someone's artistic vision on where the story goes. Yeah. Like it or not, I think you're kind of opening up a can of worms if you kind of give too much power to the fans when they can start dictating how the story should end. Because, look, if that was the case, I would never have Ned Stark beheaded in Game of Thrones. Walter Heisenberg would still be alive after Breaking Bad. You kind of, like, the author was clearly going for an emotion or something, and you kind of, it might not be to the emotion of your liking, but you kind of have to see his vision all the way through. It's not fair for you to cherry pick which parts of the show that you want removed just because it's not to your liking. You could have your opinion on it, but forcing someone who's has a vision to kind of create it just because it doesn't suit your narrative, I think that's opening up a precedent that we shouldn't be going down. So yeah, I'm totally not for these petitions where they want things changed.
It's kind of like Titanic, right? Like, I wish Jack and Rose could have like had a happy, ending, the fairy tale ending, but unfortunately, you can't change it. The iceberg hit, and the chick was selfish. I mean, both of them could have been on that piece of wood, but she was
Yeah,
selfish. So
and the thing is, not everything has to have an ending that's all nightly wrapped up with a like an
a bow tie and
exactly where everything is happily ever. Sometimes maybe they want. Listen, I've played games where the ending is like, huh? It's like a shitty ending, but then afterwards, it's like, okay, I can see where he was going with that.
There's a lot of shows like that, though. You know what I mean? Like, I think of like Sopranos when they basically went black. I'm thinking about like Suits. Just shows that I've watched where I'm like, what the, like
sometimes
it doesn't work out in your favor, and that's okay. But you don't have to sign a petition. Like,
yeah,
it's just
like I think with the Sopranos thing that pissed off a lot of people is because it left that ending open for interpretation. You don't know what exactly it was his fate. But the thing is, sometimes that's a great conversation piece.
Man, I'm always just joking with the Titanic stuff, but people just Titanic. Who hurt you?
That's true. You do mention Titanic quite a bit, though.
Right? I do. 1997, baby. Newbie, only one shocked Titanic. Actually, if you guys haven't checked it out, go on YouTube. Well, technically you're already on YouTube, but like not right now, but later. Go on YouTube and search like Titanic 2. And like there's just these like fan-made like Titanic 2 sequels, and it's like Titanic 2, Jack is back. And they get all these clips, and it's like they have Leonardo DiCaprio being like, I'm gonna go after her. And then it's just like it turns into like he's going back to like kill everybody that left him there or whatever. It's kind of funny, man.
That wow, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of funny though, but yeah. Oh man, we got too much fun sometimes. All right, comic news. Here we go. First news of the day, actually for the week, right? Because I usually do it from like Tuesday to now, right? So I do it from our last show to now, and maybe you weren't in it, but apparently Amazon's got a Lord of the Rings series. And it actually was interesting that they said that they actually added how much the show's going to cost. So the show is actually going to cost $465 million for one season, making it the most expensive show ever, which is kind of crazy.
So that means it beats Game of Thrones.
I guess, yeah. So that's huge. Lord of the Rings, I mean, it's got a big following, so if you're putting that much money into it, they have to think that they're going to be getting obviously triple that or double that in order to make it. So we'll see where that goes. But again, it's going to be on Amazon.
Oh my gosh,
or anything like that. So.
Oh no, I'm already thinking of the inevitable. I have a feeling we're probably going to start getting an increase in Amazon Prime subscription prices.
Man, I'm thinking that too because like they have the G.I. Joe Lady Jane stuff. They've got a lot of more movies. They're fighting for some of the rights and like some of the comedy stuff, like the stand-up I heard. So it's just going to be a matter of time before that goes up too.
Do you remember when Netflix used to be $7.99?
Yeah.
Because I got Netflix when Netflix was just starting off, when they were passing out 1-week trials at the corner of like streets just for people to be aware of that service. That was like 10 years ago. Now we're like, I'm paying like $23 for the HD streaming.
Yeah. It's crazy. And I've got a coworker that's got like Crave, Netflix, Disney Plus. She's got some other thing and this, and I'm like, so that's like you add all that stuff up, it's your TV stuff is pretty fucking pricey, man.
I mean, I don't have Crave, but I think currently what I have on deck is Netflix, Disney Plus because I need my Disney shows, Amazon Prime. And I think Peacock. Peacock is only $4.99 though.
Peacock, yeah. And actually, Chad's right. It started at $4.99.
In the States, maybe, but in Canada,
yeah. In Canada, so in Canada, usually the rule of thumb is like just multiply it by 1.5, right? So, Cap, what's going on, man? Hoy mates, mermaids eights. All right, next piece of information. I only got 3 things. And then just a one reminder when it comes to comic news. But we've got Alfred Molina officially confirms his return as Doc Ock in Spider-Man No Way Home. he hints to him being de-aged and reveals that it will take place right up. What was it that I put? Would be picked up right from that moment in the river at the end of Spider-Man 2. I don't
So
remember that moment, so I'm gonna probably have to go.
it's is he talking about when he actually falls down to the bottom, like at the end, basically to his death? Like when he basically
I don't
pulls all
know.
those.
I can't remember. It's a
Yeah,
long
I
time.
think
Like, Spider-Man 2 was like 2007, 2000 and yeah,
no, earlier than that. It was like 2004.
2004.
2004.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a we've had a lot of movies, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and kind of take a look at that. But yeah, it's interesting to see that they're going that route again. You know, the joke is for this next upcoming Spider-Man movie is all the actors that supposedly are in it. So everybody's making a joke, you know, like so and so's in it, and so and so's in it, right? So I think we all have this theory that yeah, we're going to see multiverse, we're going to see different versions of Spider-Man and things like that. So this kind of adds to it, especially if it's going to be picking up from a movie from what 20 years ago, basically, or 16
Shit,
years ago.
I mean, I feel so old. Yeah, because you're right. It's funny how 2004 is almost 20 years. We're literally almost 20 years to the date of
Yeah.
the first
So
Raimi Spider-Man. That's crazy.
And finally, the last piece of news is well, it's not really news, but there have finally been spot on. There have finally been what's it called? Photos of Christian Bale as God the Butcher or Gore the Butcher. Gore the God Butcher. Wow.
Yeah.
On the set of Thor 4, Thor Love and Thunder. So be on the lookout for that. He kind of looks like, you know, they shaved his head and things like that. So I don't know what kind of, you know, he kind of looks
curious.
He looks a little rough. But yeah, there are some photos that have been leaked. He has been spotted. So, and we all know that that movie's being filmed right now anyway. So it's no surprise. But yeah, that book should see a spike because what does the community do when there's like leaked photos or, you know, or there's more closer to the date and things like that? What happens? Books go up. So if you got that Thor book, first appearance of Gore the God Butcher, it's probably going to go up in the next, I don't know.
It's already, listen, it's already a 200, I believe it's almost like in Canadian price, it's already like a $250 book raw for a near mint. And that's raw.
Yeah. But again, once these photos come and people are like, oh man, it looks so cool. What is that going to do? Yeah. Right? It's what happens.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I haven't seen the photos yet, but I'm curious because in the comics you saw how grotesque and all that he looks. I'm curious how they're gonna. I hope they don't do the Taskmaster treatment where he basically looks nothing like the comics.
Yeah. And finally, the last piece of news. It's not really news. It's actually just a reminder. But guys, ladies, gentlemen, and ladies, sorry, Mortal Kombat comes out next week.
Ooh, and perfect timing. I think I showed you. I recently picked up a nice Mortal Kombat comic lot, which I'll probably get next week. That'll probably show on my IG.
So be on the lookout for that, especially with, you know, some places like where I am being locked down again. They closed everything up. So I'm interested to see if they kind of put it on some streaming service or something like that. I doubt it. We'll see.
Is it on HBO Max?
I think so.
If it's on HBO Max, chances are it might be on Crave because I think that's what they did with.
I'll have to check.
With Justice League, I think that's what they did, right? You need to have the HBO Max add-on to your Crave subscription.
Yeah, I got that stuff. So yeah, but just a reminder because I know a few people were like, "Man, I forget where it comes," because originally it was supposed to come out on the 16th, and then it got moved to the 23rd. Mm-hmm. So right. Just keep that in mind, guys. Or it's this week. Yeah, this week coming up. Mortal Kombat. We finally get Mortal Kombat. So.
Oh, wait. Hold up. Bricks is saying that it's been delayed to May 23rd.
May 23rd? You know what? It wouldn't surprise me. Everything's getting delayed, right? So, okay, wow, Bricks. Yeah, thanks for letting us know, man. I'll have to double check that. Yeah.
Actually, now I'm curious because we should get the record straight before. Well, I mean, we'll go to the next topic, I guess, if you're done, and then I'll confirm.
Well, before we get into Newbie Spec of the Week, we always talk about what show's going on, and guys, we're talking Falcon and Winter Soldier. So we got one episode left.
Oh, Newbie. Yeah, it's actually April 23rd. I think you just got the months wrong.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it is April 23rd. Yeah, so it is this week that it's coming out. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. Yeah, it's April 23rd. Yeah, it hasn't been delayed. It was delayed from the 16th to the 23rd. Yeah, but it's coming out. Yeah, on the 23rd.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay. Hey, you know what? At this point, you could say anything is getting delayed because that's what we've got, right? So. Hey, it is what it is, man.
Just watch out for those Malibu comics of Mortal Kombat because I've already seen those heating up on eBay. So, if you're a MK comic collector, you may want to hunt those before those get a bit pricier later.
Yeah. So, all right. Before we get into the spec, Falcon Winter Soldier talk, let's have it. The over/under for me saying John Walker.
Gosh.
Will be set at 5.5. So, place your bets. I'm assuming you watched it.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Should I throw up the spoiler warning?
Yeah, throw it up. So guys, obviously we have one episode left. I'm kind of disappointed in the sense that, well, no, not disappointed, but you were hearing rumblings and rumors that this was going to be the episode that was going to have something big, right? Like, like this is going to have.
Well,
it wasn't big though, man. It wasn't big. Like,
it wasn't big. What I read was they were saying that there's supposed to be like a big or a significant cameo appearance.
Yeah, and Valentina is not the I'm sorry, man.
I think it's more so for the actress portraying the character more so than the character. I think that's supposed to be considered the big. Because it's Elaine from Seinfeld. I think that's why we're supposed to, give a shit.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We got one episode left. These shows have been a success. WandaVision and this one. So is it crazy to say that maybe there's a season 2, a season 3, depending on how they correlate and how they translate and how they go with the movies and the things that are going on right now? I mean, obviously Marvel has a plan. They probably had a plan before. They really knew these shows were going to be a success anyway, so they obviously had different plans and things like that. But we got one episode left. They're in New York City, okay? That's the big thing that really surprised me is all of a sudden now we're back in New York City. The whole time I was watching it, I'm like, oh man, Iron Man or Spider-Man is going to come out of nowhere. And then I was like, no, Daredevil. Yo, Daredevil could come out. Yeah, Daredevil. And then I was like, no, Luke Cage. Oh man, if Luke Cage. And then I'm thinking Iron Fist. And then I'm like, Newbie, stop talking to yourself. What do you?
I was going to say, at one point, did you just stop guessing which people are going to start appearing in the city?
But the whole time, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, we're going to see one of these characters. And then we didn't really get anything. The two biggest things to get out from the episode, or three things actually, was, Sam and Bucky strip the shield. Bucky gives it to Sam and says, it's kind of yours. That's one. Two is, what's it called? We get, Valentina, Concetta, Valentina, whatever.
Allegra, something. Yeah.
She comes in, and now everybody's going crazy, thinking, "Oh my God, the Thunderbolts and blah 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 blah." And then the final thing is clearly John Walker is not over being Captain America, and people are saying, "Well, Newbie, no," because I've had some conversations. They're like, "No, Newbie, he knows that he's not Captain America." No, I think in his head he still thinks that he's Captain America, because if you look at the painting, right, the shield that he's making, it's not dark, right? It's not those dark colors that U.S. Agent has. It's literally those light, vibrant colors of Captain America. So it's just going to be interesting to see what happens this last episode. But I mean, the funny thing is, as a speculator and things like that, and having friends in this community who spec and do shows of spec, it's kind of crazy because we're getting down to the last episode and we haven't seen anything that we've spec'd on. We haven't seen Omega Red. We haven't seen any X-Men stuff. We haven't seen I mean, people were saying Wolverine, and yes, there are some Easter eggs, but we haven't seen Wolverine. We haven't seen what's the other thing? Red Hulk, anything of that, things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, or if that's it, right? Like, is that it? And sorry, I messed up. The final thing that I thought was interesting from this was when Sam's wings get ripped out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that they have that conversation, him and Torres goes, "Hey man, so
I know.
what do you want to do?"
I know. Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
Right. So he's like, "No, keep him." So that, in my opinion, is kind of like, oh, okay, so he's gonna come as Falcon, and then Sam is gonna be Captain America with Falcon wings, anyway, right? So I'm interested to see the suit, man. It was kind of pissing me off that they didn't kind of show you the suit.
That just gives more reason for speculators, I guess, to tune into episode 6. And then, look, I think the obvious assumption with what's in the suitcases is probably going to be vibranium wings in a suit that's going to be shaped to the new Captain America suit that Falcon was wearing in the Marvel comics. That's my assumption. I don't know what else could possibly be in that suit, to be honest. I mean, in that suitcase, sorry.
Because he needs the wings because he doesn't have serum, so it's not like he can run or jump.
No,
buildings, right?
and I don't think he will be taking that serum anytime soon, just because of his position on just the way his character. He basically did a whole training montage and all that to kind of get ready to be the Falcon and all that, right? So it wouldn't make sense if you just take the serum at this point.
He'll be Black Panther, man. Come on.
Yeah.
No
one can replace Chadwick.
No. It's so interesting because when you start talking about it, you have to remind yourself, like, hey, this Friday it's the last episode. Like, that's it.
Here's the thing, though. When I saw the end of episode 5, I was thinking the same thing, that I don't think everything's going to be resolved in one episode, because it feels like it doesn't seem possible to have everything all wrapped up in 1 hour.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be a few loose ends that will probably be addressed possibly the next series, because I don't know where they go from here. It's not like we have an announced Falcon movie in the works or anything like that. I'm not sure where Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan go as characters after this series. Like,
they got 3 projects left.
Exactly, but in terms of actual announced titles, I don't think there's an actual movie, right, in play.
No.
So I'm thinking maybe we could possibly see another season of this, because I don't think we're going to get any resolution to Sharon Carter's character. I think that's going to be. I have a feeling that's going to probably be the second arc. A season 2 where there's probably going to be focusing more on her character. I don't think we're going to get much resolution on that side.
The thing with her is when she had that phone conversation and she's like, no, this time it won't be messed up. I'll give you double, whatever. Like, it kind of made me think, like, okay, maybe she's the power broker.
I think that's what they're trying to make people think, but I have a feeling there's a swerve.
I don't think that she is. That's the thing. Yeah. Like, I want to say that she is. They're kind of leading you towards being like, oh, she's got something, and then it'll probably be like, nothing, right?
Yeah, and it just seems like I think with Zemo being taken off to the raft, I think that's just a way to kind of temporarily write him off the story, but by no means is Zemo done. I don't think we're going to see much of Zemo in the next episode, put it that way.
No.
I think his storyline is, for the moment, I think is more or less done.
Yeah.
And I think they'll probably revisit him down the line somewhere else. You mentioned some characters, like I never bought into Omega Red appearing, to be honest.
No, me neither.
I thought that was a bit of a long stretch when people started speculating that even Wolverine seemed like a bit of a long pick. There is one thing to note. Don Cheadle did mention prior to the season that he will appear in Falcon and Winter Soldier. We're already 5 episodes. Sorry?
He already did.
Yeah, so we're already 5. Wait, when did he?
Episode 1.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Wow, clearly, that's embarrassing. And you call yourself a fan?
Okay, well, dude, I forgot. Oh my gosh, let me guess. He appeared when Sam was giving up the shield, right?
Yeah, and then they
Shoot.
talked for like
Yes,
3 minutes.
yes. You're right. You're right. Now it's all coming back to me. Damn it. Because I was thinking, okay, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, we haven't seen him in 5 episodes. He's gonna possibly appear in
We're gonna
six.
get War Machine in the last episode. No, I don't think so.
Damn,
I mean, you could.
damn.
You could. I
Okay,
mean, think about it
I
this way.
feel so.
Think about it this way. They have to have a reason why they put him in, though, right? Like there has to be a reason why. Like there's got to be more than because you could have just put any actor or like just made up some army guy to be like, hey, why'd you give it up? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I think there's more. Plus, you have to think of the fact that he's got a contract. He's got 3 or 4 projects. Like that is that considered a project for his 2 lines of work? You know what I mean? Like
no,
so.
I don't think no. That's literally like not literally, but that's pretty much a cameo. Yeah, yeah, it's true. No, listen, sometimes you got to take an L on these things. I honestly, man, I should have probably watched the first 4 episodes before coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, okay, you know what? To my point, it just goes to show how insignificant that cameo was. Just because he literally was, he came and left, so he didn't make an impact.
Uh, it makes sense for Rudy to talk to Sam about it because they're both black men, and Sam wasn't sure. Yeah, it's also going to be interesting to see the role that Isaiah Bradley takes on and Elijah, and all
I
that. Like, you know, talking to Mel V. You know, shout outs to Drunken Chat and those guys over there. But even Mel said he goes, Newbie, I'm stacking these books, man, because something's gonna give. Something's got to give with this character, and they got to do
mm,
something with it. And I think he's right. I think they will.
yeah, and I mean, I think him that powerful scene that he had with Isaiah Bradley. I think that pretty much was a catalyst almost that Sam needed to realize that he needs to. It's at this point, it's almost like I think it's an obligation for him to take up that shield.
Yeah.
Because before he thought maybe that he was not worthy of the shield and all that, but I think he realizes that it's almost like he kind of has to at this point, especially with how things have shaken out with the current former Captain America, I guess you could say. And you're right. I do feel that in his heart of hearts, he still believes he's Captain America because you could tell just by his court hearing and all that, he's pretty much off the deep end at this point because he just saw his best friend get killed. He's been basically stripped of all his credentials and he lost his pension and his benefits and all that.
Well,
So
remember, they think he's dead, though.
no, I'm talking about uh, John Walker.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Isaiah
Oh
because
no, sorry.
nobody knows that Isaiah's still alive,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
thing.
And he probably wants to keep it that way because and rightfully so. I think he's justified in fearing that if they were to find out that there's another super soldier lurking about, who wouldn't say that somebody whether Shield or somebody might meddle in his affairs. So it's understandable why he's kind of secluded. But I was talking more so for John Walker, like how he's kind of gone off the deep end. He's
Who?
John Walker.
Fuck that guy.
Oh, okay, I thought I said something wrong. I was like, did I just mess up again? I was like kind of nervous when I.
John Walker. Fuck that guy.
Okay, so
I
that's
can't stand that guy, man. Like, can't stand. People are like, "Oh, come on, man! Like, he's such a good actor." Yeah, but like the character, the way they portray, like, it's good. Like, they portrayed him perfectly. Like, he's a dick that just can't seem to get it in his head. He is not Captain America, and he's like, "Well, I've got 2 medals," and it's like, yeah, but like, the
I.
Avengers kind of did like kill aliens and shit and save the world a few times. You just
But you know what? I kind of feel okay. Again, probably we're probably gonna have opposing views on this. I did feel for him, especially during the court hearing, because it's almost like I don't know if they're Marvel is trying to almost kind of highlight how veterans and all that, like when they come back from war, it's almost like they're pretty much considered like the foot soldiers, and they're just taking marching orders from the higher ups. And when shit goes south, they usually are the ones that take the brunt of the blame for it, kind of thing. Because you saw like he pretty much lost everything. Like those medals meant jack shit afterwards because he ended up getting stripped of his benefits and all that, and he was pretty much left with nothing. So you could tell that he's pretty much now at at a point of desperation, and then that's why you saw that end credit scene, the post credit scene, sorry, where he's basically making his own shield and all that. So I think, and plus with the serum still coursing inside him, I don't think he's going to be all there.
Yeah,
in episode
and this is
6.
true. This is something that a lot of people have, kind of repeated multiple times. Good becomes great, and bad becomes worse.
Because even when he talked to Lamar Hoskins, he kind of mentioned how, when Lamar was talking about the medals he got, he kind of alluded to how those medals that he got, the way he got them, may not have been the most ethical way he got them in terms of just getting the job done. What happened?
Slow down. Let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's slow down.
Slow down. Which part?
Let's not put these two characters in the same category. Hidden, please.
What? Hold on. When he was making the shoot.
Let's slow
Nice.
down. Let's slow down.
Hidden. Frame that. I'm gonna actually put that. I'm gonna put that this screen cap on my IG recap tomorrow. Yeah, but listen. Now I lost my point because Hidden brought up such a beautiful comment that I can't ignore now. Shoot, man, you might have to take over for me. I completely lost my point.
What Hyper was trying to say is Newbie spec of the week.
There we go. Oh, and by the way, wait, hold up.
Hardware and Ford, the brand new 2021 Ford F-150.
Hold on, but before we wrap that up, what did you actually think of the episode overall, though?
I thought the episode was really good. I really liked the, the when him and Bucky, Bucky came back, helped him with the boat, and then they were training together, and then like Bucky opened up. I kind of really liked that. I thought it was a really good episode. I'm still interested to see what's in that box. I still hate John Walker. I hope Bucky comes back because the way it looked like Bucky was going to Europe.
Yeah, I think he's taking a flight out. Yeah.
Yeah, and Sam's going to New York. So I'm under the impression that Sam's going to take on everybody by himself. I don't think we see Bucky in this last episode.
No. You know what? Just because of the name of the show, it's called Falcon and Winter Soldier. I gotta believe that they both have to be in that last episode.
I just don't know why he would let him go. You know what I mean? Like,
I think he'll come back. I think he'll have a change of heart or something and come back because he probably has intuition and realizes that he can't fight these people on their own. I personally find that the episode was nice compared to the other 4 episodes. I found this was a bit more of a slower episode in a sense that not in a bad way, but just more of it's like the calm before the storm. Because you know that things are going to go, it's going to be put to a level 10 or 11 in terms of action in episode 6. So it's almost like this is kind of like a breather for just to set everything up and to have all the players in place. So I liked it.
Yeah. I just viewed it as like, he was going to Europe or wherever he was going. So like, I just kind of maybe reading between the lines of like, okay, we don't see him. Maybe we see him, just we don't see him fighting that final battle or whatever. But
he's got it. If this was like
Sam's going to be going up against everybody, like you can assume John Walker's going to show up, possibly some Thunderbolt people, plus Carly and like her 4 people that are left. So who's left? Plus, we also have to remember. Who is Sharon Carter talking to? Who is she talking to saying, hey, for this amount of money, go do it this time, blah, 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 right? So that's also going to be interesting to see. Oh, and and this guy who wants to kill Sam. So, yes, it's going to be interesting because I don't think Sam's going to walk into a 1 verse 4 or 5.
This is going to be so hard. 8? This is going to be so hard for me because I'm a big GSP fan.
Oh, my God. What has he ever done, dude? He just
I'm not even going to answer that.
I'm kidding, man. I know that gets you. So it's funny because like GSP was like, I don't want anything to do with your motum. I just want to kill Falcon. And it's like
that's the best acting I've seen since Winter Soldier from him. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I do like that he's coming back though. Batroc the Leaper.
Ooh. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh no, dude, she was talking to Batroc. Is that what you were asking about?
No, I don't know who she's talking to.
Oh no, on the phone she was talking to Batroc. Sorry, dude. I
Oh,
completely
I didn't know that.
because I actually had closed caption on, right? And that's the funny
Well,
thing
then
about closed
Sharon's
caption.
bad, right? Like,
It's because in the closed caption it tells you who the voice was. I don't know why Disney did that, but basically they put Batroc's voice in French or something.
oh yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Batroc was the one that Sharon was talking to.
Shit.
So
Oh, so Sharon's bad then. She was probably trying to get that. Okay, well, hey, it's gonna be interesting.
unless she's a double agent, maybe she
Yeah,
might be a double agent. You never know.
yeah. Well, regardless, last episode is this week, and then we basically don't have anything for a bit because Black Widow doesn't come out until May, second week of May, I think. So we got about 2 weeks of like nothing.
Well, the week after the finale, we're supposed to get, just like WandaVision, we're getting like a making of Falcon and Winter Soldier episode, and then I think probably a week after that, that's when we'll get Loki.
No, Loki's June 11th.
Oh shoot! Seriously?
Yeah, so there's a lot of weeks ahead where we don't have anything.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad.
Yeah. So
Okay.
well, folks, it's that time. Newbie spec of the week, brought to you by Ford. Ford F1. I don't even know. My dad just got a new truck, so that's just kind of why I was saying it. But yeah. All right. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, let's move on to spec. And again, guys, after the spec is done, I got 2 announcements I want to make. So please tune in. Again, I do want to say this before I say my spec. I'm not advising anybody to buy any of these books. I am just sharing some information. Nobody on my end, anybody who's on the panel, anybody who joins us, anyone who's affiliated is suggesting to buy this book. Any books, okay? So just take it for what it is. It's just spec. Okay? All right. Hyper, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go, guys. First book up. We've got Silver Surfer 16.
Mephisto.
That's right. Mr. Popular, Mr. Mephisto himself. Mephisto and Silver Surfer's first battle. Like I said, Mephisto, Mr. Popular, raw copy selling anywhere between $100 and $250, which is crazy. Last CGC sold was an 8.0 for $235. We kind of get the feeling that Silver Surfer is coming. If you ask anybody, Mephisto is coming. Apparently, Mephisto has been in Winter Soldier, Captain Marvel, all the Iron Mans, just everything. So he's coming. So I don't know. Dr. Lovebox is saying, yeah, don't they fight in the first one? I guess. I don't know. This one is I believe this is the last book of the run as well. 16 or 18, I can't remember.
But wait, what about that issue? His first appearance, Silver Surfer 3. They don't actually fight in that one.
That's what Lovebox is saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably. Sorry, I'm trying to read the comment. All I heard from that disclaimer was Newbie guaranteeing me that John Walker will become the new Iron Man in the MCU. Okay, guys.
Nice. I like that theory.
Oh man. Again, this is going to be, I think, something to be on the lookout for. Again, prices have been rising. I was looking at some of the data in the last, I think it was like 6 weeks. This book has kind of been going up slowly. Again, linear, not. But yeah, it's getting up there. I think anything to do with Mephisto at this time is going to be hot. Again, I also see that this book may be going down because, like I just said, we got one more episode of Winter Soldier. Then we have Black Widow in 2 weeks. And then we really have nothing for about 4 or 5 weeks. I'm going to be interested to see what happens in that 4 or 5 weeks from Black Widow to the Loki series, because a lot of books are going to kind of go down in price. Like some of the WandaVision, some of the ones from this series are going to really go down. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with some of these characters, because it's not like Mephisto showing up in Black Widow. I think Mephisto stuff and Mephisto talks might heat up once we get to Loki. But I think that 4 or 5 week stretch, I don't think we're going to have any Mephisto stuff. But again, like I said, Mephisto's Mr. Popular right now. Anything Mephisto, it's just hot. So I just wasn't sure that maybe people didn't know what this was or if it existed. But again, you got Mephisto, Silver Surfer, who we all think is coming there. So, yeah, it's just a book that I think might have some traction later on.
The cover's pretty iconic.
I don't own the book. I don't know any Silver Surfer books. So, yeah.
Oh, and Newbie, just to answer your question, the series final issue was issue 18.
18, okay, yeah. 18 is actually a pretty good book to have, too. That one's a must-grab, too.
Yeah, it's the first battle of Silver Surfer and Inhumans.
Yeah, that one. I believe in Inhumans. I think they're going to redo it. I think they're going to retouch it at some point.
I think so. Yeah.
I think like anything we've done, like I said, right? Like I usually go on history and numbers. And history tells me that, when something becomes hot, anything around it just goes up. So anything in humans could go up as well.
Yeah.
All right. Second book. Next book up, we've got Secret Warriors. Now, this has kind of got something to do with what just happened in the last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? So we got the first team appearance of the High Council of Hydra. So we got Baron, Madame Hydra, Viper, Kraken, the Hive, Gorgon.
I thought you almost said Madame Hyper.
No. So we also have the first appearance of Miss Popular, who just showed up in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show last week. But she is Contessa Valentina Allegra de la Fonte as Madame Hydra. Again, she's got a lot of history with, well, you guessed it, Hydra and Nick Fury. So it's not out of the realm that we might see her. Raw copies are selling anywhere between $18 and $30 Canadian. And normally you might be in luck because they usually sell them for those prices in set. So the whole set. So you might luck out in that sense. But again, let's look back at what happened in WandaVision, right? WandaVision, Agatha comes out. We knew she was there for like the first 4 episodes. Nothing happened until she showed her witch powers, and then it blew up. Now we got this. Just a small dose, but again, they wouldn't just put her in for no freaking reason. You know what I mean? They have to have put her in there for a reason. The fact that she said, hey, she gave John Walker her card and stuff like that means to me that, hey, it's not the first person she's gone after. She's probably already got a team. She's probably already got a unit, or we're going to see her go to other people as well, which means she's probably going to be around for a bit, which means the book is probably going to go up in price.
It's kind of interesting how she just gave him a blank card.
Yeah, it was black and white. I didn't understand that. Yeah.
Maybe she gave the wrong card and she gave like the unprinted version or something, and the other card was in the other pocket.
Yeah. But again, you got to look at history and what happens, right? Characters show up and then they go crazy. The prices of the books just go crazy. Mm-hmm. I think this is an undervalued one because it's not her first appearance. No, it is her first appearance as Madame Hydra and the first team appearance of the people that she's kind of rolling with and that she's introducing everybody to. So I think that's kind of somewhere where you might be able to make $1. Again, is this $1,000 book? No. Are we going to be talking about this book in 100 years? No. But if you can get it for $18 to $30 and make $1 or $2, it's a win. Plus, you may not know that it's in long bins, so you might come across it.
You could probably find this set. I've seen this set, because I think this whole set was like 28 issues or something, or 29 issues. I've seen this whole set being sold for like $50 because the entire run, it was kind of went under the radar. So people, you could probably find this in the back bin. I'm kind of confident in that. And yeah, you're right. Her first appearance after that, her appearance on the show, it has started heating up. That Strange Tales 159? Tales of
Suspense 159.
Tales of Suspense 159. There you
go. Which is ridiculous. The prices that book is risen to already. I looked at it and I laughed. I was like, what?
I'm telling you, man. All it takes is just one appearance, and then these things just start popping.
Just off topic here, but West Coast Avengers 45 just passed $1,900 Canadian.
That's insane.
Let that sink in for a second.
So basically, the original Vision. I mean, did the original Vision issue ever hit that value?
I don't know. I'd have to look at some of the data when like he was first introduced or something, but I don't think so, man.
That's
Right?
insane.
So again, I know a lot of people in the community, and I'm reading some some blogs and catching up and chatting with different people, and they're kind of comparing this Allegra to Agatha. In the sense of like what the books are going, but you see how the community acts, you see the aftermath of it. A character is introduced, and then anything around that character just blows up.
Yeah.
Is it going to be for a short period of time? Probably, because again, we got one more episode left, and then you're probably going to see a dip because we're not really going to touch on any of these characters for a little bit. So
wait, if Elaine was a SHIELD agent, does that mean Seinfeld could possibly be Mephisto?
Oh my god.
Just a thought?
No. Ride or die. What's up, man? Does she have a first cover as Madame? Ooh, that's a good question.
I have a feeling it could be in one of these issues in Secret Warriors, maybe.
Yeah. And hidden, yes, the prices, all the prices on my presentations or when I talk prices are always in Canadian, okay? Just so you guys know, because I have had people be like, Newbie, the prices are wrong, and I'm like, no, it's Canadian. So yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, book number 3.
Wait, Newbie. Chad brought up a comment. I don't know if you want to address it. He's saying that Cap 110 is the first Madam Hydra.
Cap 110?
Okay, wait. When you say that she's the first Madam Hydra, is this the second version of Madam Hydra, or is this the first Madam Hydra? There's been more than one Madam Hydra, wasn't there?
I think this is the first.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. 6 is the one that you I get it. Yeah, a lot of people will go 2 or 6. I've seen a lot of people go 6. I just kind of go more towards 2. But yeah, I get what
So there is 2 of them, yeah, because like the chat was saying, yeah, there's actually more than one Madam Hydra.
Yeah, is the second. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Black Knight. It's kind of like Baron. It's so.
Dude, how many Baron Zemos did we get in Marvel Comics? Didn't we get like 6 or 7? 6 or 7
I thought we had like 4 or 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a higher number, but yeah, even Zemo, it seems like we had so many different Zemo.
Even Black Knight, I actually had this argument, not an argument, but I had this conversation with somebody because they're like, no, man, somebody called me out and was like, man, you're talking about there being like multiple Black Knights. I'm like, yeah, there's multiple Black Knights. It's not just Dana. And they're like, no, man, you're wrong. And I literally like had to show this person like notations of different books and like, Marvel and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, man, here, like, I didn't understand why this person was attacking me, but
yeah,
he was cool about that. He's like, oh man, sorry, but like still, I was just kind of like, yeah, man, why wouldn't you just use Google first before like, kind of like coming after me?
And people think that Johnny Blaze was the first Ghost Rider also, when in actuality, the actual Ghost Rider predates Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you look into it, there's been several iterations of some of our favorite characters in Marvel.
Just use Google first. That's all I'm saying. Just use Google first, and then message me. You know what I mean? Oh no, Chad. I wasn't saying you were calling me out, man. No worries. We're good. All right. Next book up. Let's see if I get it right. Whew. Captain America number 1, which is 1. 1996. This is the first appearance of Ricky Barnes.
Oh my gosh! I just saw your 4th. Are you telling me this is actually literally selling for $20 to $60?
Yep.
I was seeing.
Dude, look at that CGC 9.8 that just sold almost like what 3 days ago, 4 days ago.
Dude, I can't. get this out of dollar bins fast enough. These things are pretty much in most dollar bins that I find.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know what this is, so this is the first appearance of Ricky Barnes, later becomes Nomad, rumored to show up in the show. I mean, we got one episode left, so who knows? There are rumors out there of the person getting their own series show, showing up in a series, whatever the case may be. Again, at this point, I could be optioned for a fucking Marvel thing. Anything that's announced could be, like it just gets out of hand. But again, raw copies are selling anywhere between $20 and $60 Canadian. And on April 4th, so like 2 weeks ago, the last CGC sold in a 9.8 for $265 Canadian. Again, here's the important thing though. It's literally, I don't believe that Ricky Barnes is in the same universe or Earth as the current Bucky Barnes. So like they're related, but like from another Earth or something like that, if I remember the storyline correctly.
This one I'm not sure, man. I wasn't really following the 90s Captain America. Like, yeah.
So again, there's a theme here, right? I mean, we're kind of nearing the end of the show, so I kind of figured, hey, let's talk about some of these books. But again, this one is gaining a lot of traction, and I know because I told a few people, and they're like, dude, that's in dollar bins, and I go, yeah, so you might want to maybe jump on it, especially even if you can get it for $1 and then sell it for 20, even if it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh my gosh!
Right?
Yeah. Listen. Anyone, I normally don't rag on how people collect, but if anyone bought this book for $60. Shame on you, slap yourself. I'm sorry.
It's crazy. When I saw this, I was like,
cut your credit card if you're going to be spending $60 on this book. Just please, call your bank, tell them to lower your credit card limit. You shouldn't be spending money like that.
So, yeah, again, it's a stretch that we get Ricky Barnes, but again, it doesn't surprise me. If you can get it in dollar bins, I would recommend picking it up. 100% pick it up. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like Hyper said, I wouldn't be paying $60 for this. There's no way. No way.
No, I mean, you must have money burning in your pocket if you're spending $60 on this book. That's. I didn't even know how that fourth point really was a mindfuck for me. I'll be honest. When I saw that fourth point, I'm like, because I just saw this last week in the dollar bin.
Dude, I saw one, but my shops are closed, so like I can't get to it. Like I can't get to it until May 20th. We're in lockdown till May 20th.
It's almost like if I was to sell this on eBay and someone actually, let's say, bid for $60, I would probably put a note saying, "Here's some free books because you're probably going to get swindled down the line if you're going to be paying $60 for this book. So I'm going to have to probably do you a favor." Oh. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a little crazy, man. But again, it's a possibility, especially like Hyper said, and a few people in the chat. I'm seeing some of your comments. You guys are all saying that, oh man, you guys saw it in a dollar bin. So I mean, if you can find it in a dollar bin, you want to make a quick $1, by all means. But again, at $1, if I found one for $1, I might as well just put it in my PC and see if it goes anywhere at that point. Mm-hmm. Because what's $1 in the
well, yeah, exactly.
Day, what's $1, right? Especially if it goes somewhere and where our market is and how people get it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, that was the 4 books. I do have next week's spec.
Oh my gosh, this is the book that we ended on.
Yeah, this is the book that we ended on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I kind of wanted to bring in some books that kind of related to what's going on with the Captain America, because like after next week, we probably won't be talking about anything Winter Soldier, Captain America, Falcon related, because
for sure. Yeah.
We're not really going to see it anytime soon, right? So I just kind of wanted to put some light in some books, because again, even with WandaVision, some things were right in front of us and we didn't really see it until like, oh shoot, she's got purple shit coming out of her arms, and then people started buying it and the prices went up on some stuff. So again, it is something to look out for because we're not going to be talking about it. I mean, Black Widow comes out in 2 weeks after this. Everything's going to be Black Widow, whether you're on it or not. I get it. People are sick of Black Widow because it should have come out, many moons ago. But then we get right into Loki. It's just going to get into 4 or 5 weeks of Loki. So,
but I think but I think next episode of Falcon, you're going to see probably a ton of surprises that, I'm sure we're going to have a different conversation next week in terms of other books that are probably going to pop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Before I make my 2 announcements, Hyper, let the people know what's going on with your YouTube, your Instagram, what's going on in Hyper's world.
So follow me on my IG, same exact handle that you see right there, hyper.combo.comics. I'll try to post things comic related and anything like pop culture stuff. YouTube channel, broken record, still in the works. 2 videos, but I think I have a few videos that I have in mind that I'll probably do either like an unboxing or so that should be coming out. And as you know, me and Face are doing something on the side. I think Face said that he wanted to target May, the first week of May, as the first debut of that show. We'll see if that happens. So yeah, we'll keep you posted on that front. And also, in this coming Friday, I will be defending my Hunt TV title at, the problem is I only have 2 videos, so you wouldn't know it that I actually have a YouTube channel. So yeah, I'll be defending my Hunt TV title at Tony Sanders' YouTube channel. This will be my 2nd title defense, and from what I've been told, some people have already been counting me out, saying that this challenger will probably take it. So we'll see. I'm gonna, you know what? I always try to bring the heat, and I just ask that you guys, tune in to the chat, show your support. And that will be at Friday at 11 p.m.
Eastern time.
I'll try to put the link when Newbie does his announcements in the chat, so you guys can know what channel to sub at or to follow.
Yeah, and I'll be posting some stuff to remind you guys on Friday to go support Hyper. It is fun, but we want to support our guy. So let him move on and possibly fight for that 4th championship. But it is on. Hidden is saying what channel is it on? So it is on Tony Sanders' channel, but Hyper's going to put it in the comments.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 announcements. 2 big announcements. Let's go next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, guys, you guys see him talking, chatting, always here supporting. But our man who just last week said he was going to give Spectacular Spider-Man first appearance of Cloak and Dagger as a giveaway for my 2,000 subscriber giveaway, is going to be doing his his first appearance on my show. So we're going to have Dan De La Torre on my show, and we're going to be talking Silver Age books. So that's next Tuesday. So we're moving the hottest comics of April to the following week, and we're going to have Dan on next week, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. So we're going to be talking Silver, Bronze Age books. He's an experienced collector, so he's going to be giving out some information on some books that we're going to talk about, where he thinks the books are going and things like that. So tune in, because when some of the other collectors have some experience like that, it's always great to learn. I know that I'm going to probably be letting him talk because I want to just gather more information. I consider myself a sponge. You got to learn every day. So Dan is going to be on the show next Tuesday. So hopefully you guys tune in for that. It's going to be fun. If you guys don't know, Dan has a lot of fuego, a lot of fire, big books that he's been collecting for 20, 30 years. So it's going to be a really good show. He's going to have a lot of tips. So that's next Tuesday, not this Tuesday. Dan's already saying this Tuesday. No. Next Tuesday, not this Tuesday.
I'm going to put Dan's IG in the chat while you're talking, if I can copy paste it.
Speaking of this Tuesday, so in 2 days. In 2 days, we are doing Grail versus Grail. Okay. Round number 3. It's going to get interesting. It's going to get crazy. So I thought, you know what? I need to bring in one of my spec brothers. I need to bring in one of the good guys in the community to level it out. Let's make it a level playing field. So this Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, myself, Hyper, Face, possibly Keys if he joins, we're going to be joined by Matt Forge from Pressable Defects.
Yep. That should be a big one.
He's coming on the show, and we are going to be talking Grail versus Grail number 3. So it is the 3rd round. We're kind of getting out of that round robin. So it's just going to be interesting to see where we kind of get. But yeah, Matt Forge from Pressable Defects will be on the show 9:30 p.m. Eastern time this Tuesday with us. So hopefully you guys can tune in. It's going to be a great show. You guys already know we put 2 grails up against one another, comparable in price, comparable in grade. We talk about which one is probably the better one. We vote, and then that one moves on. So it's a fun segment. Everybody seems to love that. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. So yeah, those were the 2 announcements. Again, we got the 2,000 subscriber giveaway going on. A lot of prizes. I've got just to give you guys I kind of wanted to hold back, but we're about 65 away from 2,000. But I got eBay cards I'm giving out. I got Nucadia, which is another site. I got a gift card from there. I've got a slab myself. Dan's got some books. Face is handing out some books. Hyper, I believe, is Zor's Tiger. So we got a lot of big things happening for the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. So like I said, I'm about 65 away. So that is going to happen probably soon. So tune in for that. And May 25th will be my 1 year on YouTube. Hopefully I get to 2,000 before that. But regardless, May 25th, that week, wherever the show ends up, we're going to have, kind of a bunch of guests hopping on. It's going to be fun. Celebrate 1 year of Newbie. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So a lot of good things are happening in the next couple weeks. So, tune in. And yeah, guys, as always, thanks for joining. And we will see you guys Tuesday with Matt Forge from Pressable Defects this Tuesday, 9:30. Later.
Peace.